I just opened it back up and she said a thing. I missed it for the recording. Ah, dang it. Well, hello. I'm loading delayed and welcome back to Slay the Princess. Previously I said I would wait forever. It's been like a minute after that in real time. And she said, "You have returned to me, though you were gone mere moments. I never left your side." Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? I was sent to slay the princess, to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
I agree. You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you? No, I agree with her. There is never an end to something, there's only the start. Let it be. Okay. Make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Oh, I will. That was a fun first life.
You won't.
Dang it. Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Yep.
You're here to slay her.
Nope.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I don't care. Note, you can skip previously seen dialogue by hitting tab on your keyboard or R1 on controller. Okay. Tab. I want to see what happens if I just silently continue. I want to see how many options there are to just be quiet.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
Yeah, gonna skip some stuff. Proceed to the cabin. Because we've seen all the dialogue before. I'm gonna try and be in silent person.
It's almost entirely bare. The air.
Tab. I want to enter the basement without the knife. I'm honestly just gonna try and do what I did last time, but without talking. Just to see what happens.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
Nah. Continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done.
Eh.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful.
She is.
How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Skipping. Hi, do you think you can get me out of these chains? Aw, man. I can't not talk. I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
No, I'm not.
You're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even...
Okay, saw that. And if there isn't a key... Man, I didn't have very many options of just being quiet. I thought I could. If there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
That'd be nice.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Don't like that idea.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
What else is she gonna do?
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
Yeah.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Yeah, had this happen.
Lock sliding into place. Is someone
Stupid
else here?
narrator. Skip stuff. Return to the bottom of the
To
stairs.
the bottom of the
Yep, seen all this. The only thing I haven't done is just choose to slay her. Which I don't want to do, but I can't do the same thing as I did last time.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally,
Not that I wanted to.
the wound drives her to the ground. Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
Not that I want to do it.
You bastard! Were you lying to me this whole time?
Only because I couldn't do anything else.
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back.
I'm sorry.
Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
Oh no.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. Fact. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you.
This is poopy.
I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your knife cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw.
Ma'am, I didn't mean to.
About trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
I didn't wanna. It's only because I couldn't do the same thing again. That would have been sort of lame.
Seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back.
This isn't what I wanted.
You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around.
Maybe. Just give up. Finish the job, run to the stairs, lock her in the basement, maybe she'll bleed out. We started it, we should end it.
You
Finish.
steel your resolve and take another step closer to the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can still make sure that she won't make it out of here either.
I guess so.
What's this about not making it out of here alive? I think this is what I wanted to happen. I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone in this room is still standing right now. Don't act so surprised. Feel all those gashes and holes pulling you apart. If the princess doesn't do you in here, blood loss is certain to finish the job.
Maybe I'll just use her dress as bandages.
You take another step
Oh, no.
forward, and the princess lunges towards you. The two of you enter one last exchange, a flurry of blade and claw and fleshy ribbons, and then you stop. Neither you nor princess able to go any further.
Oh boy.
You collapse on the ground, and the princess collapses beside you. Blood pools around you both, and you watch each other fade away.
Oh.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just
Sorry.
another monster, weren't you?
I'm sorry.
Silence as the room starts to get fuzzy around you. You've paid a terrible price, but you've saved us all. It's over.
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh. Chapter 2, The Witch.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're
Yep.
here to slay.
No, I'm not. Oh. But I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again?
Assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't
I did.
kill you.
She
You
did.
don't just spring back to life after dying.
We do.
The two of us are meeting for the very first time.
No, we're
If
not.
he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's brilliant.
Yeah.
We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can
An
trust him.
opportunist.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
I mean, we can trust her. I just didn't want to do the same ending again. Let's proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Sure, she will.
Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
Proceed into the cabin. I don't want to get the job done. I didn't want to do that.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I don't want to bring it. I don't. Enter basement. I'm not taking it.
Hope you know what you're getting us into.
Yeah, probably death. But I don't want to slay her.
Always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know what we're doing this time.
Do we though? Also ignoring the mirror because I don't think it's useful.
The creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath.
Lovely.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
You're gonna say that every time. Maybe she likes it here.
Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
I'm not nasty. This is my say nothing run.
Don't think I've forgotten about you. I recognized the sound of your nervous little footsteps as soon as they came into my home. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
It wasn't really by choice, I promise.
Confused with someone else.
She does not.
He seems friendly enough. We can talk our way out of this whole situation.
I don't think so.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
I do.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk?
Hero, are you just mean to every voice?
Stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess.
Well, I want to debate with the princess. How about that?
Fine. You're the boss.
No, he's not.
Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below.
Hello, you look a little lionish.
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before.
Yeah,
Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other.
it's because we do.
Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
Well, not in this one, but yeah.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning.
Ah,
Well, you seem to be great at it.
extremely.
So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true.
Well, thank you.
I'm just glad we could put all this behind us.
I don't know about
Is
that.
it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her.
Well, I don't have a weapon to do so, so I can't.
Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy.
I don't think so, not with this one.
Talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Probably.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Not one that I wanted to use, but only because I had to. Get the sense that you're not happy with me.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
I'm sorry about last time.
Art, let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster. If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
I mean, I would. But I don't know if I can. So we're at an impasse. Neither of us are going to get anywhere if we can't trust each other unless you want to fight, but I don't want to fight.
Just because I'll never trust you doesn't mean I won't use you to get what I want. The cabin lets prying little beasts like you come as you please, but it insists I stay where I am. If I'm to leave, I'm to leave with you, and you alone.
I see. I didn't bring my blade down. Remember, how am I supposed to get you out of those chains?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
Okay.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little...
Well, what do you think she wants us to know?
After my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest.
Exactly.
This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
I don't want to. Why do I get the nagging feeling you're gonna stab me in the back if I help you out of here?
Why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them?
Oh, maybe a little.
But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
I see.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event.
Of course.
She needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do.
That's what I want to do.
Fine, because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world, remember?
Well, I want to free her.
And if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back. I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. You might not literally do that, but you could very well symbolically do the same thing. See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
I think he's his own number one. I want to trust her. Okay, let's leave.
Yes, let's.
Please don't kill me.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
Please don't kill me.
She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face.
The ground looks pretty cool, just as twigs.
She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
I don't want to kill you. I don't even have a way to kill you.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Okay.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us.
No, I don't think she'll do that.
Who leads and who follows? We're working together here.
Yeah.
Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her.
Well, I don't, but I want her to trust me.
And it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time.
Yeah.
Talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know
To
how
you.
many warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
I will not. I'm trusting you.
That's right. You're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you watching every single thing you do.
That's okay.
That's exactly what I'm worried about. You step onto the stairs and begin your ascent from the basement. The princess follows close on your heels, perhaps even a little closer than you'd like. You're only saying that because you want us to feel nervous.
Yeah.
I do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to trust me for my sake, because I already know that I'm right. This is for you. Can we walk backwards up the stairs? I think that's the smarter idea. She can't sneak in and attack if we're facing her.
I guess.
The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. You'll trip and hurt yourself.
Isn't that better than stabbing?
The princess is silent as you both continue the climb, and in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within reach. Isn't that a relief? We're fine. Nothing happened.
Yet.
You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to proudly claim your victory, are you?
Yeah, that's a bit early.
Did you just say that? I think we know why.
Yeah.
Feel something dig into your shoulder, sharp and piercing. The princess clawing at you and pulling you down with her full weight.
Man.
Together you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots, until finally you both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor. You feel something pop. The princess lands against the far wall, gasping as she struggles to recover from the impact.
Why did you do that?
You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she watches you realise that you won't be getting up. Wait, why won't we be getting up? I'm afraid your back is broken. One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several. You know what? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't like having a broken back.
I don't think anyone does.
So help her. Why? Why did she do that?
She didn't trust us.
What I would have done.
Yeah.
If you considered not being like that. Of course not. It's what keeps us alive. And yet here we are, paralysed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote cabin.
You must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done.
Man, I was trying to help. I can't get up, you broke my back. What was that for? You were never gonna get up those stairs. This is my say nothing run.
By our very natures, only one of us can make it upstairs unscathed. Someone had to make the first move. Better me than you.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned, where once she'd passed by the table upstairs, I'd have said, now pick up the blade and stab her in the back.
Yeah, I knew you would, and I wasn't gonna do it. I was actually thinking she would do that if we made it up the stairs.
Say something like, wow, that's an amazing idea that I never saw coming. Thanks for looking out for us.
No, I would not have.
Then you would have done it and we wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back.
I think you think a lot of things, and I think they're wrong.
There's just one problem with that. And what's that? She was clearly planning to betray us.
Yeah.
And if she was in front of us, she would have gotten to the blade first.
Yeah.
You're right, aren't you? I thought this whole thing was ironclad, but really it was doomed from the start, wasn't it?
It was.
The princess's body twitches as she tries to get up.
Oh, are you also paralyzed?
Whoa! So she's got it as bad as us.
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife? Isn't that so funny?
I was gonna help you.
She eyes you with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
Wait, are we both just stuck here?
Yeah, we are.
Certainly seems that way. What a way to go. But look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound. World could be saved after all.
She did it to herself, though.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
That's not fun.
Is that really what's going to happen now?
Yeah.
Hello? Are you still there?
What happens next?
I think we're dying. He doesn't respond.
I think he's gone.
Eh,
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape. I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel cold.
yeah. Oh no. Bye-bye. But you don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
Where does she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a
Can't.
mirror?
It's going to be okay, just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
It's the end for you.
It's bad. I'm with him.
It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. It's the end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so, we'll trust you.
I'm sorry.
Finally, we're going places.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. I don't think I like this one. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown. Oh. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
You are.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
See? As if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? Oh, could I have done something different? I might have to test that out. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is hope, marred by bitterness. She
Sorry.
could see the end of the tunnel, and the door was closed on her. She will make for a righteous and weathered heart. Do not mourn her. She is finally on the other side.
What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you. I've heard them.
The vessels are a weave of emotion at odds with themselves, but they are only perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
I see. Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight? No, I feel like she's giving decently straight answers. Are you the same? What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
I see. When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was.
Okay,
I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed,
that's fair.
but in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Okay. Why is it in... It really wants me to do this one. Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer?
Sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
I was only asking it because it seemed like it wanted me
The vessels you choose
to.
to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Okay. So it matters what kind of bodies I bring. Destroy your body. I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
Okay.
We will meet again.
Yep. Everything goes dark and you die. The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I want to try doing what I did the first time, where I don't kill her at all, and I try and get her out. I'm probably going to skip a bunch, because it made me think that maybe I could do that entire run again, but I wouldn't be given the same options. So, I'll be back.
This would have been...
Yeah, I can't choose anything but slay the princess.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Though your nerves are seized.
And I can't choose the same things again. Okay. I see. So I tried to choose the same things again. Welcome back, by the way. It probably wasn't that long of a break. And I'm back to this point where I had to choose to slay her. I'm gonna try and run.
The princess is still chained to the wall. There's nothing she can do to stop you from getting out of here.
Well, except the door's
She
locked.
doesn't succumb to her wounds. Whatever she is so much more dangerous than I thought she'd be. You rush up the stairs and
Oh, the door's open.
threshold. You're safe. For now. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier.
Maybe.
Settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
No, thank you. No, thank you.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
No, please stay.
Terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it.
I'm sorry.
Know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
Well, I didn't want to.
Doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
It doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Threaten me all you want. Whatever you are, you're not a princess. Bang on the door all you want. Threaten me all you want. No. Whatever you are, you're not a princess. Go ahead and waste your energy. I'll be waiting for you.
Sure about blasting me. You're so brittle. So go
That's true.
rest. Do whatever you think will help you be prepared. But know that I'm coming for you, and that when I find you, I will make you hurt.
No.
Put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that
Oh.
awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working.
Oh no.
It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach.
Oh no.
Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
That is true.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
I don't want you to.
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
I couldn't.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
You wouldn't.
I'd say by
It wouldn't let me.
but we both know this is the end, don't we?
Sadly.
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends.
I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes
No.
dark, and you die.
Dang it. Chapter 2, The Nightmare.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that
skip.
cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
I'm not. Oh. Okay.
Oh,
No.
Don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't
Too bad.
remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Shh.
Yeah.
What if he hears us?
Oh.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met.
It's not.
I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
Hmm.
You have
No.
already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Oh. Fine. Wanted to not.
Before you go any further, she will lie.
I know.
I don't think
I know.
lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time.
It was.
She was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Yeah. Proceed to the cabin. I don't want to kill her. It keeps not giving me a choice, though.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its
Oh, there's
side in the
eyes.
corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
I'm not taking
The
it.
blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
No.
Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time.
It's just an empty frame. She's already got out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
It's not useful to approach the mirror. I'm just going to enter the basement.
Oh, we should have taken the knife.
No.
I don't think going down there unarmed is going to do us any favours.
I don't want to take it. Unless I am forced to.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps suspended in darkness.
Oh.
More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Isn't that the same sound bite every time?
Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Can I just run?
We need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
Yeah, you should just run. Step off into the void. Continue down the stairs in silence. Don't need a plan. I'm gonna kill her. I don't want to kill her. I don't think I can talk to her. Can I try to just step off into the void? Let's try that.
You attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force. Why did you do that? What did you think would happen?
Maybe it would end. I don't know. Falling into an infinite void seemed better than going down the stairs and dying.
Falling into an infinite void be better than anything. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
Oh, we are
I'm
very...
really not going to comment on how weird this place is. No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you.
It's reasonable to say that it looks weird.
Excuse me. I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement.
This is not normal.
Die down here. I don't want to die again.
Yeah, we're probably gonna die.
Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Listen, ma'am, I don't want to do this. Go back.
You turn back to the stairs, only to find that they aren't there.
No fair.
The outlined path lies before you.
There you are.
No.
I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb.
Dang
Your
it.
arms quickly follow.
No.
This is it, isn't it?
It's almost like you want me to get you.
I don't.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think!
What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
Oh, she isn't, but she is.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Nerves.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Just let him do it.
Working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then, okay, whatever you were doing, please just be sure about that. Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left.
Oh
Yes,
boy.
I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
I want to live.
Standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
Listen, you're the one making me do it.
Nerves. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. How are we supposed to do that? We don't have a weapon. The way out of here is nowhere to be seen. That isn't my fault. It doesn't matter whose fault it is, because fighting her isn't an option right now. Then you should get looking, shouldn't you?
Okay, let's get out of here together. Yes.
You come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
No, I'm not going
Hopefully.
to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving, and, do you think you can just wrest control away from us? This body's barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end faster? Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart. With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion.
Well,
Come along now. You don't want to be stuck down here.
I don't.
Princess glides onto the stairs and beckons you to follow. If only you had a weapon, this would be the perfect opportunity to use it.
She keeps phasing in and out of existence. I don't even think I could hit her.
Don't. We've already made our choice.
We have.
We can still grab it on the way out.
Well, we could, but we're not
You're
going
not
to.
wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the suggestions for the time being. Just focus on keeping us alive.
Yes, please, Paranoid, do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Lungs. Liver.
Step onto the stairs and follow the princess.
Step onto the basement stairs, following the princess as she ascends. Pins and needles punctuate your every step, an uncomfortable and constant reminder of your mortality. Is this really worth it?
Yes. You didn't let me step off into the void. This is what you're going to
At
get.
least it's a choice. That doesn't justify anything. A terrible choice is still terrible.
You didn't let me make the one I wanted, so this is what we're doing.
Make sure you keep up. We wouldn't want you to fall.
As if acting on instinct, you crane your neck and look behind you. There is nothing there. The princess reaches the top of the stairs and taps on the door. Her head twists back in your direction, watching you with dead eyes as the way out creaks open.
Oh, lovely.
Don't forget that your pristine blade is still on the other side. You can still make this right. You can still save everyone. You can still save yourself from becoming her tormented pet.
I refuse.
There's no harm in us having a weapon. All it does is give us more options, and we are dangerously low on those right now.
Yeah, but it closes others.
Have you considered that maybe you could operate the autonomic nervous system for a bit? Everyone is trying to manipulate us, and I can only do so many things at once to keep us alive. Heart. Liver? Your body
I don't think the hero knows how.
as you regain consciousness on the floor of the cabin. No! You're doing it all wrong. You're supposed to do it like this. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. I guess I have to do everything around here, don't I?
Well, just this part.
Lungs.
There we go. Back with me where you belong. I thought you might have decided to break yourself just to spite me. It's better for you that you didn't. Now we can get back to business. For starters, we won't need this where we're going.
The princess plucks the blade from the floor and tosses it through the door behind you.
Yep.
It vanishes into the inky black of the basement, never to be seen again. Guess we're not stabbing her in the back.
We are not.
I guess not.
Wasn't a choice anyway.
Get myself a stiff drink. If I'm about to watch you hand the world to her on a silver platter, I'd rather not be sober.
How would a mental voice take a drink? I feel like that's weird.
And now you open the door.
I'll try.
Nothing else for us to do. Liver.
Step into the world.
The doorknob twists in your hand, revealing the forested path beyond the cabin. You bastard. You've actually done it. You've actually doomed everyone. Nerves.
Oh, he's disappearing.
It's so beautiful. I can't wait to ruin it.
Wow, that's rude.
But it's so cold, too. It's itching against my skin.
The princess, exhausted, slumps to the ground.
Why is it so cold?
Bye. That was weird. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
Where did she go?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
Yeah,
Can't even trust ourselves.
yeah. Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Ah, melting. You've withered. Dang it. Find yourself in a long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
Yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes.
That's fair.
I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
Yeah. What do you think of this vessel?
This one is filled with sadness. A doll, abandoned to the company of her darkest impulses. She desires only companionship, but the only thing she knows is how to hurt. She will make for a tender heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found her way home.
Okay. You know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
Perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me.
Okay.
Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
That's fair. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Well, we're going to pause here on this one. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next video. I'm not going to kill her on purpose, unless I have no choice. Just telling you now. Bye-bye.